Have you ever engaged in a serious debate over which is better, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Have you ever played Smash or Pass using only characters from Star Wars and Marvel movies? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we have the podcast for you. Listen to the Steam Gentlemen, the podcast where an expert panel convenes to ask the questions about pop culture and social commentary that other podcasts are afraid to ask. Listen to the Steam Gentlemen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Warning, this product contains extreme nostalgia. Has your job got you down? Is adulting not as fun as you thought it would be? Do you want a way to recapture that happiness from when you were a kid? At Retrostalgia Box, you feel like a kid again. Comics, toys, and video games hand-curated from the past and straight to your door. Unbox happiness at retrostalgiabox.com. Once again, that's retrostalgiabox.com. Yeah! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, Brad Drake, and this is the World Wrestling Federation. We are moving along here, everybody. We're in the fourth week of June. It is a Tuesday night, and the WWF is heading to the heart of the NWA, or the former heart of the NWA, at the KEMPER Arena in Kansas City, Missouri. All right, this show will not be televised, so we're good to go there. Let's take a look at our absent workers. Nothing but what we know and expect. And let's take a look now and see what's going on here. Orndorff's in some trouble with Bruno Sammartino here. Looks like Sammartino straightened him out and said he will be buying drinks for everybody. And here we go, David Studemeyer getting some protege tips from Bobby Heenan. And Mario Mancini is doing the same with Chief Strongbow. All right, let's give our card a rundown here, everybody. Leaping Lanny Poffo will face Butch Reed. The Islanders are going to battle Pedro Morales and Tito Santana. S.D. Jones, that's Special Delivery Jones, will face Cowboy Bob Orton, also known as the Ace Bob Orton. Outlaw Ron Bass is going to mix it up with Billy Jack Haynes. Greg, the Hammer Valentine, is going to meet the Junkyard Dog in singles action. Dino Bravo is going to battle Ricky, the Dragon Steamboat. The British Bulldogs will once again challenge the Hart Foundation for the World Tag Team title. And then our main event, everybody, an event that we've seen traveling around the country, the King Harley race will challenge Hulk Hogan for that heavyweight championship of the world. And just as usual, everybody, there are some asterisks, and the asterisks either indicate a added match to the card or a change in the match, most likely due to wrestlers not being available. So with that said, everybody, with all of that said, let's get to booking. All right, and for those of you that may be new to the channel, we run the real cards here on the tour as real as we possibly can. So that you are seeing the actual card that was run this night at the KEMPER Arena. There is Leaping Lanny, and here is Butch Reed. Butch Reed was a very bad dude and was originally slated to take that Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship from Ricky Steamboat, but he had a problem with dependability, so that idea was scrapped. All right, there we go. Reed over Poffo in the opener. Up next, we have the Islanders. 12 minutes? 12 minutes it is. And they are going to face Tito Santana versus Morales and Santana. And I always thought that was a cool combination that they did. And here we are. Here are the Islanders, freshly turned heel Islanders. And here, of course, are their opponents for this evening. The legend, Pedro Morales, in the twilight years of his career here, doing a pretty cool thing and tagging up with Tito Santana. And we're going to leave this one open-ended because it doesn't matter to me who wins. Either team winning could use the win. All right, SD Jones is going to face Bob Orton. I think we all know how this one's going to turn out. Here we go. Here is SD Jones. And here's Bob Orton. And of course, the ace is going to get the win here, everybody, over Special Delivery. SD Jones was very good in the ring, and so was Bob Orton. All right, Ron Bass is up next against Billy Jack Haynes. And do they go 14 or is this still 12? This one is still 12. So here we go. Haynes. I'm sorry, Bass versus Haynes here. Ron Bass, of course, is finishing up his time in Florida while he's also working full-time for the WWF. Here is Billy Jack Haynes, and Haynes is going to get the win here, everybody. Billy Jack Haynes was a bad dude. These are two big men in the ring. Up next, we have Greg the Hammer Valentine, and he's going to face JYD, the Junkyard Dog. Valentine was one heck of a wrestler in the ring. The Junkyard Dog was not. But the Junkyard Dog had that charisma and the fans loved him. And especially here in 1987, the Dog is not what he used to be. All right, we're going to leave this one open-ended. We'll let the AI decide who's going to get the win there. Up next here, we're going to have Dino Bravo and Ricky Steamboat. They're going to go 16. I believe Bravo was already an Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion here at this point. Dino Bravo was very active in the WWF in the 70s and then again in the early 80s. And then he made the comeback here as the Canadian strongman with the dyed blonde hair, managed by Johnny V here in the mid-80s. And he would continue that heel run all the way until about 1991, I think, was when he left the WWF. Dino Bravo was very good in the ring. Very good in the ring. And sadly, of course, we all know his demise, unfortunately. All right, here is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And the Dragon's going to get the win here, everybody, because he's due for a win. All right, and Steamboat gets the win over the big heel. Up next here with the Bulldogs and the Harts. And they are going to go 18. And these two teams never disappoint with their matches. Here are the British Bulldogs. And here are the Hart Foundation. We can auto-name this one. We'll just put the C at the end of the Hart's name to indicate that they are the World Tag Team Champions. We are going to have Jim Neidhart get the win here for his team, and it's going to come via interference by that weasel, Jimmy Hart. And here comes our big main event, everybody. We're going to have the Hulkster and Race go 30 tonight, just for the heck of it. We have Race versus Hogan. These two have been putting on fantastic matches around the country, and I'm sure this one will not disappoint. Harley Race here, of course, is in his home territory, of which he owned a piece of before. I don't know if it's shut down or if he sold, or I don't know how much longer it was around. All right, that was the Heart of Sports attraction, St. Louis Wrestling Club here in Kansas City. All right, Hulk Hogan is going to get the win here, and it's going to be an epic, and should be a very good match. All right, here we go. We're at 2 hours and 20 minutes, so we are at 140 minutes total. Good stuff here. Let's go ahead and start this show, and let's see how we do. All right, Poffo and Reed. Reed gets the win with that shoulder tackle. 58 overall, 60 and 45, and unfortunately, they don't click. All right, the Islanders defeat Morales and Santana. Tama pins Santana with the splash. So a nice score here, 78 overall. I'm kind of shocked that happened, but that's all right. Up next, your SD Jones and Bob Orton get a nice 78 here when Bob Orton wins with that vicious superplex. Everybody, I got to talk about this for a second. That superplex in 87 was a big deal. That was not a normal move. In fact, I can only think of 3 people that did a superplex in 1987. That was Bob Orton, Jr., of course. That was the Dynamite Kid, and that was Barry Windham. The superplex was a big deal. Now you see it in a match, and it's like it's nothing. All right, Billy Jack Haynes gets the win over Ron Bass here with that full Nelson. 75 for these two. Nice match. And here we go. Dog and Valentine takes the fall to the Junkyard Dog as Dog beats him with the dog headbutt. 79 overall. Up next, we have Ricky Steamboat getting that win over Dino Bravo with that flying karate chop. 90 overall. And Steamboat, without a doubt, is in his prime here, everybody, in 87. Up next, we have the Bulldogs and the Harts, and they go 93. Outstanding score, 99, 93, 97, 99. All this green, all this bonus, all this money, and somehow it gets dropped all the way down to 93. Let's see if there's a reason why. There is no reason why. That just happens to be what they're doing to us here. Fair enough. The Hart Foundation defend the World Tag Team title. Here comes our big main event, everybody. 100 for Hulk Hogan, 85 for Harley Race. We got a 93 overall. Outstanding score for this one. And let's take a look here. Bonus City, no doubt about it. Total Bonus City. Let's finish this one up. And 91 overall, no gain. Probably because we are at the end of the month. We are going to point out Hulk Hogan. Not Jesse Ventura, but Hulk Hogan. And we're going to point out Davey Boy and Dynamite here because they had outstanding scores. All right, Hulk Hogan, great performance. Davey and Dynamite, good performance. We're going to make that speech. Hogan is pleased. Davey Boy Smith is pleased. And the Dynamite Kid is pleased. Good stuff. All right, get ourselves set here for our next event while that loads up. And here we go. Moving on to the New Haven Coliseum, everybody. In New Haven, Connecticut, up next. All right, let's go ahead and load here. Joe Malenko, one heck of a hand in the ring. Unfortunately, his career ended a little bit early. I think it was a car accident. I think he messed up his back. All right, Sheiky and Duggan are back, everybody. We'll make the adjustment here. Here's the Iron Sheik. Sheik would not last long before he was fired again. But obviously Duggan would, and did. Was around for a long time. All right, we got those two covered. Now Hacksaw is back. There we go. All right. Hulk Hogan's got an opinion? Ooh, he's knocking the dog. Wow. Those two were really good friends, too. Let's take a quick look around the game world here. NWA ran last night, live event. Koloff over Big Bubba Rogers for the U.S. Heavyweight title. They got a 90 on this one. Winthrop Coliseum, good for them. Denny Brown over Brad Armstrong in a cage match for the Junior Heavyweight title. Come on. Valiant over Black Bart. Not a bad card here at all, everybody. Let's see what the AWA did. They ran the Minneapolis Auditorium. Kevin Kelly over, Otto Vons in the main event. This is not a good card. Still gets a 69, which is not bad for the AWA. All right, that's going to do it for us here, everybody. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. For those of you that may be new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment down below. Let us know how you found the channel and what you think of us so far. Check us out on social media, facebook.com/groups/1987supermod. You can also find us over on Reddit under the subreddit of TEW 2020 Friends. Don't forget, we're also on Discord. You can check us out on Discord at 1987 Supermod. Last, but most definitely not least, you can find the 1987 Supermod on Patreon, patreon.com/PowerCast Network. You can also find the old version on braddrake.net. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you next time.